I'm going to be totally honest. The first time someone come around my daughter, I lost it.
I think, again, if you're young or you're not ready, it wasn't planned,
Yeah.
it's an easy escape route.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
using the kid as a weapon.
Guys can react in a lot of ways. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have potentially suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
You can get angry all the time. You might not want to go to work.
Every time you look at your child, you might play a scenario in your head like, raw, like, you was in the house when another man was there. And London Talkz, I've got my two bros, Ty and Meeks, with me, and we're gonna change it up today. We're gonna be talking about what I always do this, you know. We're talking about spiteful baby mothers. But before we even jump into that, quick disclaimer: we're not saying all baby mothers are like this. We're just kind of giving a male's perspective. Yeah, so you might agree with us, you might disagree, but let's just have a conversation in the comments down below. And again, it's just a discussion, and this is just how majority of men think. Yeah. So the first question is, why do you think, like, what's a few things that might be spiteful that women might do?
I think the first one's the obvious one. Stop you from seeing your kid.
So playing, I was gonna say that as well. I knew I was gonna say that. I was gonna say literally just that. Like, they use their kid. They use both of their kids against the father, because if the father's really involved, we all know like our kids are our weakness in it. That's my weakness. Nothing else. I don't really care about anything else. But if something happens to my son, or if she tries to do it, and she's never have, but if she did, that will hit me hard because that's my son.
Or even kind of going before they like directly stop you seeing them, just making it difficult to see them.
Yeah.
So think about it. 9 times out of 10, the child's going to be with the mum, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? We have to kind of book slots. Like, right, can I have the child this time? Or unless you've got something like, it's like weekly or
For me,
everything.
I don't really have to. Well, I'm just lucky in that sense that I don't really have to book slots. Like, we have a schedule in terms of when I see him and when he stays with me. But I know that if I called her maybe tonight, I don't call her. But if I message her and I said, "Raw, can I have Isaiah for a few hours, or can I have him from today, from tomorrow to whatever?" She will be like, you know.
But you know what that though? Even just saying that, that's kind of booking a slot.
Kind of booking.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to like a lot. Like we not saying that we can't just turn up, but if we're not like that with our baby mums, or we're moving on, we can't just turn up to the house and just be like, well, some people might, but they might not be there. Do you know what I'm saying? So we would always have to I just kind of say that's the best way to say it. Like, we just have to just book in advance.
I think
You know
the
what I'm saying?
spiteful thing of doing that, in the sense that when I said I can contact my son's mother and I can be like, can I have him tomorrow? She'll be straight away like, yeah, of course. But there's the spiteful ones that will be
saying.
like,
I'm not saying booking
you can see him
slots
next
is
week.
spiteful. I'm saying they just make it difficult. So you might have something planned. You might message them. They might purposely not message you for a couple of days.
Yeah, that's the bit I'm talking about. Spiteful, yeah.
You might say, oh, can I have them from this time to that time? But they might purposely be like, no, you need to have it this time to that time. Do you know what I'm saying? So just making life very difficult for you to see your child.
And I feel like a lot of I don't really like saying baby mothers, but a lot of mothers, they don't really understand. Yeah, you might not be in the best of terms with your baby father, but it's going to affect your child.
100%.
Like, it doesn't matter what age they're at, like, it will affect your child. And I feel like they need to understand that, and we're not talking about deadbeat baby fathers, by the way. We're talking about fathers that are actually involved in their child's life. You know what I mean? That are still going through stress, still going through spiteful shit that they shouldn't have to go through because they just want to show love to their child and nothing else. That's another thing. I think another reason why a lot of baby mamas they're very spiteful towards their son or daughter's father is because they're still holding feelings.
Yeah, I think.
You feel me?
I feel like that's the main thing. The main thing is because they're holding feelings. Them having a relationship and then having a baby, that girl wants it to be a certain way. So now that's not happening. She's using the kid as a weapon.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Using the kid as a weapon.
And I think
I've
on
heard
top of
a
that
lot.
as well, if a girl still feels for you, but obviously the relationship's not like that, if you get with somebody else, that's just going to make it 10 times worse. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if that person wants to be with you, but you're with somebody else, they're going to be like, Rob, you're not seeing your child. Or
pull the mic for me. Yeah.
I'm just going to make it as difficult as possible.
Yeah.
Because they might be thinking, bro, I don't want my kid around your new girl or this person or that person. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely
And I think the spitefulness stuff especially happens if you're young, if you're young parents.
Yeah.
If your young parents don't know how to handle emotions, that's when it comes, and I think that's when it can become proper toxic. I think as adults you can do little spiteful things, but when you're younger, young parents, that's when things can become toxic. You're still doing childish things, but there's a child involved. Do you know what I mean?
It's true. It's true, because majority of the people that I know that they've probably gone through something, or their son or their daughter's mother is quite young. You feel me? Or they had their child quite young, or just mentally they're just still young, man. Like they're not really. Yes, they're a mother, cool, whatever the case may be, but they're still mentally young. And I feel like when you're young, like you just said, man, you will deal with certain situations in the wrong way. Yeah. And the wrong way is being spiteful towards your baby father, which isn't cool, man, because like I said, man, using the kid against you it's a weapon, also, man. It's not cool.
Every guy has a limit, innit? You know what I'm saying? Some guys can take a lot. So women can be spiteful. And you know, for the love of our children, we take it on the chin. You know what, cool, you're not like that, ain't gonna react. Some guys, their tolerance level is not like that. You know what I'm saying? So that one spiteful thing can just send them over the roof. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna either go two ways. There's either gonna be a very bad reaction, or the guy's just gonna say, you know what, I can't do this no more.
Yeah, I'm not here anymore.
And then when he does that, you know what's gonna happen. He don't want to be around. He's a deadbeat, etc., etc., etc. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
no, 100%, man. I don't know, man. In terms of like spiteful baby mothers, I feel like another thing that will make them be spiteful, and I could be wrong. Someone might be in the comments like, "Hey, you're chatting shit," but me personally, I feel like it's their friends that they keep around them.
Yeah, I feel that's in.
Sometimes the girl
100%.
is actually. She's level-headed, but when she has a conversation with her friend that, listen to this, fucking hell, mate. When she has a conversation with her friend that also has a child and their baby father is just deadbeat. Yeah. So when they're going to their friend and they're talking about it, they're kind of putting it on them. You feel me? Making them feel like they're in a bad situation where their baby father is not even that bad. He might have maybe missed the day, or he might have been late to go and pick up his child, but it's nothing that deep. You feel me? So I feel like friends
I hear that.
play a big part.
I feel like if they went to a friend in a good relationship or in a marriage with kids, they can easily give them, he does that all the time. And they easily give them good advice to say, just work with him or sit him down and talk to him. Where that other friend is, no, he's a dickhead, he's this, he's that, he's straight away, do you know what I mean? But 100% friends play a big part.
It just gets in their head, man.
I definitely agree with that. Friend, bad advice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can talk to a girl. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a conversation with a girl and you guys can be talking for hours and you might feel like you come to an understanding. Now they're going to go talk to somebody else. And if their friends, or especially more than one, gives them something totally opposite to what you're saying, especially if they're already in a bad position as well, it will all go left.
I think another one, apart from friends, a big factor as well, mums. I thought even if the mum doesn't physically say something, but how that mum dealt with that child's dad. But some mums are also very active in their daughter's relationship. Yeah. Very active.
I've heard some things.
And got a lot to say. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like dads are kind of more reasonable. Where dad will kind of probably sit the baby father down and talk to him about why he's doing what. Where mums will come out barking, shouting, and kind of adding to the fuel.
But especially if their mums have gone through the same stuff.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So if they've gone through the same stuff, they're going to be like, nah, forget that, do this, he's a deadbeat, rare tear, because obviously they're going to be like, right, your dad was a deadbeat or X, Y, and Z. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know, one thing I used to always think when I was growing up was, the whole black man don't stay around for their kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And they said, my dad didn't stay around and stuff. And then when I grew up and I had my child and the whole drama of, you're not seeing her, you're not, no. I sat back and I thought, wow, maybe my dad didn't leave. Maybe you couldn't deal with you're not seeing your child anymore every other week. Do you know what I mean? And maybe that's what half of those dads were doing. Because I feel like, again, when my baby mum got pregnant, I was like, nah, not having a bar of it, like, doing no kids. Like, I was young. She was keeping it, and I just stepped up to the plate. So I feel like...
I hear that.
It gets hard, you know what I mean? For different people, it's different things, but 100%.
But you know what? You say exactly what you just said. And I think we said it before. We're not saying that, right, it's okay to not be around your child, but growing up now and being a dad, I fully understand why some guys are not around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even with my dad, the things that he's gone through, not saying that, Rod, what he's done was okay, but I can understand that, Rod, he just couldn't cope. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't go to this house and that house and deal with this baby mum and that
And the
baby mum.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And especially as well where you could be trying. You could be trying very hard, but if the girl is making life very difficult for you, you're just going to be like, you know what, I don't need this added stress.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like I agree. I definitely agree. I do, yeah. But again, this is just my opinion, just how I feel in it. Because we spoke about this in terms of baby fathers in one of our, I think it was episode 8. Baby fathers not stepping up to the plate. I agree in terms of the mother kind of just being spiteful and just making it so hard for them to really just get to know their child. But I don't ever feel like it should be a thing where you just fully disappear and just be like, I feel like taking a step back, being like, you know what, when you're ready to actually let me be in our child's life and really be adults, then cool. But there are certain baby fathers, and again, it's because the woman can be very spiteful, but that just disappear.
Do you know what?
But I think again, if you're young or you're not ready, it wasn't planned.
Yeah,
it's an easy escape route. For you to say to your baby father, "You're not seeing your kid, cool, I'm gone."
Yeah,
Do you know, especially if you know if it's all new and you wasn't ready, it's an easy escape route to just go, "Yeah, I'm gone, cool."
But also as well, not saying that it's easy to do, but time goes quick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, 1 minute you haven't seen your child for a week, next thing you know, 2-3 months is gone. Especially if you're busy yourself, if you're working, you might have a new relationship, or you might have other children, so you're always preoccupied. So it's kind of bad, but you might forget about, oh right, I need to go check up on like this one or something like that, because life goes super fast. Do you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not always, like even with my son, obviously my relationship with my son and my daughter is completely different, innit? Because obviously just the whole situation. But there might be times where I might not see my son for a month. And I'm thinking, Rob, like, I haven't seen him for a month. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my fault. It's just that, Rob, just the dynamics are completely different. And I feel bad within myself. But obviously, that's me. And I'm thinking, oh, no, I need to make some time. But time does go very quick, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else do you think why mothers, why women might be spiteful? Another thing that's kind of popped up in my head. And while I say this, you don't can even think of anything else, man. And just be straight, man. Like, I personally feel like, I think you actually said it, you know, Meeks, in terms of when the guy fully moves on, gets into a relationship. Like, I know a guy that, my brethren, he was in a relationship with this girl for years. They had the child, they broke up, but they were still kind of doing something, you know, you can still kind of, probably still having sex and stuff with your, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then it got to the point where the guy, he was like, no, I can't do this. This is not healthy, innit? So he stopped and he's fully moved on now. Like, he doesn't have any feelings for the girl, where the girl still might have feelings for him, but he's just showing so much love to the child. Now the mother is feeling a bit like, raw, like, you don't like me anymore, you don't want to talk anymore. Then she starts to move a little bit spiteful. She might do little things like that. I feel like that's another reason why some women might be spiteful, because they still love their baby father, but the baby father has moved on. He's fully moved on. You can see from his actions. Doesn't call you, doesn't see how you are, and if he does call, he
strictly
the child. Bro, does he need? How is he today? I think
when it comes to the whole baby mom situation, no matter how the situation ended, even if it was toxic, she's the one that dumped you or kicked you out. I feel like you have to handle that situation when bringing another woman or man into the situation. You have to handle it very carefully. I've had two girlfriends since I broke up with my baby mum. The first one, madness, absolute madness between them, and then the second after that, I don't have any problem with my baby mum. Like, me and my baby mum are best friends, cool. But for probably 4.5 years, I never physically spoke to my baby mum, because she went through my girlfriend. So, and when since then, the relationship that we've got is crazy. Like, best relationship I've ever had with my baby mum. But it's because she had that relationship with my ex, do you know what I mean? But with the one before that, it was absolutely toxic, and I felt like it was too early. I introduced a girl to my daughter and my baby mum too early. I think you gotta just take time. Even if you are having a relationship and you want to, you want to show you don't want to be disrespectful. I just think you just gotta take time with it.
No, 100%. Because that right there, it's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not going too into my situations, but first situation, let's just say it could have been handled a lot better. Do you know what I'm saying? And we both had to go through some stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Then the second one, because we was never like that, I had to kind of accept someone was around my child from the get-go. But I accepted that.
But do you think, because remember, staying on topic, we're talking about spiteful, remember? So do you think, now think about it though, because this could be it as well. Do you think, like, I know your baby mother, so I don't think she done this, but there's other baby mothers out there that have probably done that because they're being spiteful, bringing someone else around your child.
I think definitely, because you see that one right there.
Early as well, like you said,
that
bringing around
right
early.
Is going to kill any single guy.
Any.
You know what I'm saying? If you bring somebody else around your child, you know that's the trigger. You're going to get a reaction.
100%.
Obviously, if you do it multiple times, then obviously you kind of, not saying that you get immune, but do you know what I'm saying? But that first couple times or the first time you bring somebody around your child, it's crazy. And just even coming onto that, I was going to say another reason why obviously mums will be spiteful is to get a reaction. And that kind of leads well with what we just said.
Yeah, men are good at ignoring or kind of turning a blind eye to things, but to get a reaction.
And especially what Mark said as well, if a girl still feels for you in a certain way, not showing no attention, you're not really saying hello to her, it's just raw. Let's only talk for my child. They're going to do stuff to get a reaction. And it could be anything. Anything.
And especially if you're saying only for the child, nothing else, that's what they're going to use.
Because also as well, more time,
like
think
you
about
said,
it.
as a weapon, man.
A lot of youths will be like, raw, all right, cool. I only want to speak for my child. When it's something to do with my child, but they'll get kind of lenient. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're kind of talking again. If you kind of stick by that, but the girl has feelings for you, that is a potential reason why, you know what? But they might not necessarily think, right, I'm going to be spiteful, but they will do spiteful things to get a reaction. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's definitely one thing, to get a reaction of people.
And I feel once it gets toxic, even like if the person loves you so much and it gets toxic, I think it's still going to end up being toxic after, even if they fall out of love with you. It'll still be toxic.
But you know why though? I say to people all the time, there's a thin line between love and hate.
Yeah, very thin line.
Like, that girl can love you so much that she just starts to hate you. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they end up doing stuff that they, like, not saying they, but just, yeah, I can say they, like, they don't understand that, Rod. Like I say, they love you so much. Now I hate this guy, like, I hate that it's like this, it's his fault. Like, it shouldn't be like this, he should be doing this, he should be doing that. And then that's where kind of like the spitefulness can come back in as well.
What I want to kind of bring back to, and I feel like we need to kind of like really push this shit, man, because and really get this into any woman's head that's listening to this, that's probably done it before or is probably thinking about it, is bringing someone around the child because you know it's going to get a reaction from your, or not even just get a reaction, they're just doing it anyway. They're not thinking of the baby father, but they just do it anyway. Like, don't, man. Like, even thinking honest, about that makes me,
I'm not gonna lie, like,
makes me shiver, bro.
I'm gonna be totally honest. The first time someone come around my daughter, I lost it. Like, when I say I lost it, no. But I'm talking about not lose it just as in getting angry. I'm talking about going back to my house mentally. That messed me up because I'm thinking, raw, I can be at my house and there's a next guy around my child. So now you know how the brain is, in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm starting to play scenarios in my head. I'm starting to think, raw, he could be here. Raw, he might see me like here, bro. Like, when I say I can kind of say, like, I went into like a mini depression. Like, I was really messed up. Like, I remember there was one time my head was so mad, and this is gonna sound mad. I walked from Tulse Hill all the way to my brethren's house, who lives in Vauxhall, Kennerton.
Shit.
because I couldn't sleep. Like my head was going round and round, and I remember just waking up and I said, "Rah, I just need to go for a walk." And man started walking, and next thing I know, I'm in Brixton. Then I'm thinking, bro, like, bro, I'm in Brixton, bro. I had to go to my brethren's house, and then obviously man was there for like the whole, and it literally just messed up my head. Like, I don't think girls really understand.
That's the reason I wanted to bring it back, man. That's the reason I wanted to bring it back to
obviously,
that.
that's just me being real, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But not saying it helped me, but me going through something like that in my second situation, like I say, the dynamics are completely different, but I handled it completely, like, way better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, Ty, this is the situation, this might happen, so I kind of accepted it. But just talking to the guys, because I know I'm kind of blabbering on, but when we done one podcast, I remember I was talking to my brethren, and we had like an hour conversation talking about bare stuff. And I don't think girls understand how they can mess up a guy mentally.
No, they can,
Do you know
man.
what I'm saying?
100%.
Guys can react in a lot of ways. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have potentially suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
You can get angry all the time. You might not want to go to work. And last of all, your relationship with your child can mess up because you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to.
You don't want to.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to eat. You don't want to go have fun. You don't want to be happy. Do you know what I'm saying?
And then even down to literally, this is going real deep, even looking at your child, knowing that situation happened, every time you look at your child, you might play a scenario in your head like, raw, like, you was in the house when another man was there and you don't even know. You get me? Every time you look at your child, and that's not something you want to put in your child because the baby mother was being spiteful, or she wasn't really thinking, or she got caught up in the moment with this waste. You feel me? Like, so yeah, man, that's that. I feel like this conversation was definitely needed in terms of talking about baby mothers. Like I said, guys, this is just a male's perspective on this. If you agree, amazing. If you don't, let's have a conversation down below in the comments. But is there anything else you don't want to leave on in terms of?
I'm not gonna lie. I just want to say that, like I say, we all go through stuff, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we all get in our emotions sometimes. But I feel like we always have to think about, alright, cool, how. I'm not saying what am I doing is right, but think about the other person. Do you know what I'm saying? You might not necessarily like your partner, not your partner, like your baby father or your baby mum or something like that. But at the end of the day, you made a child together. Do you know what I'm saying? Your child's only got one mum, it's got one dad. And in a way, you have to look after each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also as well, think about your child, man, because at the end of the day, like we always say, it's only going to affect the child.
Cool.
And for me, I just think the main thing is when it comes to any girl, even males thinking of being spiteful, just take time. It takes time to change. That's my thing. Time. Just if you just take your time, then you will get where you want to be, or it will get better. So yeah, patience.
Cool. My one will literally just be in what you kind of just said at the end. It's just thinking of the child, man. I feel like that's just the main thing. Like, even if there's a mother listening right now and you're probably going through stress with your baby father, and you're thinking like, damn, man, like, I don't really want to, like, this is all long. I just want to do some fuckeries and really get a reaction. Take a step back and think, raw, how would this affect our child? How would it affect the relationship with the father and our child? That's why I want you guys, you ladies,
see what
to
you
think.
just said, just to quickly add on to it. Whatever you're feeling, sleep on it, see how you feel in the morning, instead of acting off emotions. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally.
So one last thing as well. If your kids are seeing you argue and you're treating your baby father, or your baby father's treating you in a certain way, just know they're going to grow up and treat their partners the same way.
100%, man. 100%. Like I said, it doesn't even matter about the age, man. Like, it's when they see it and they keep on seeing it repetitively, it's just gonna become their first reaction. Yeah, when they grow up, or in secondary school, primary school, whatever the case may be. But all right, then, cool, man. Save you, man, for jumping on it. Hopefully this helped any of you guys. If you did, please share this video, leave a thumbs up, and yeah, man, that's it.
I got one more question though.
Oh my days, bro.
Why you sitting there?
Why are you sitting in that chair? What can I sit in that chair?
Nah, fam. Probably, man. Chum, man.
No, I'm just asking it. Like, why did we swap? Because
I told you why, bro. Because the lighting, I'm right next to the light, innit? So it can see my face and then it can reflect off the brown eyes, innit? You get me?
So you want the good light and you want to give me the dim light?
There's no dim light, bruv. You're lit.
You're the lightest person in there, bruv.
Innit? Like sharp mixed race. And You get me?
So next episode, I can sit back in my seat, yeah?
Yeah, man. Cool.
Thank
man.
you.
Fuck it, though. But all right,
Just
peace.
watched on
man.
camera.